Peter spoke up. Explain this riddle to us. Jesus said, don't you understand that everything that goes into the mouth enters the stomach and goes out into the sewer? What goes out of the mouth comes from the heart.
I think you can see in like the world around you that many people are concerned about their hygiene rather than their bad talking habit. Like we're more concerned with if you're wearing your mask than the words that come out your mouth through the mask. I think we're cautious, but we're not careful with our words the same way we are with our hands. I remember growing up, it was a well-known, I guess, phrase, but when people were ready to fight, they would say, you can get these hands.
Yeah.
And Jesus is talking to the church leaders, and he says to them, I know that you've washed them, but you have an unclean heart, thereby making your words impure. And I want to suggest to you today that a lot of people connected to you, touching you, have unclean hands.
Yep.
You have to be careful of people that you let speak on you in form of touching you. If everybody cannot speak to the future that you hold in your mind, and so they'll tear it down with their hands by their mouth. You have so many people casting doubt on everything you're trying to hold. But if it's not good intended in their heart, then out of their mouth comes words of doubt, words of dispute, words that will manipulate you to think that they're just looking out for your best interest. In reality, they're speaking the death over it. It says that you have to be careful what comes out of your mouth, because everything that comes from the mouth is connected to the heart. It's not even a hand issue. It's a hand over heart issue. You have to be cautious about what pledges people make over you.
Yeah.
If it's not under God, it don't need to be over me.
Yeah.
If it's not to the future, the faith, the financial freedom, if it's not for the family, then there are some things I can agree to. It's not a pledge about God. It's not a pledge over me. You have to be cautious and careful, not only of others, but you have to be careful of having unclean hands yourself. The indictment is not what you eat, but what you speak. You have to be cautious about how you're feeding your inner spirit, how you're feeding your to come and your what will not be. If you're only taking in of the company around you, the Bible says that bad company corrupts good character. If you're only taking in all of the surroundings that are not good, at the end of the day, you'll be able to regurgitate only things that are not good.
Right.
What am I talking about? The word of doubt to say that, yeah, I agree that all men are bad. And you only see bad men because you've spoken bad man over you. Now, this is not self-affirmation through spiritual, since this is self-declaration through the word being able to manifest. We're talking about spiritual manifestation. And the Bible speaks of it. And even right here, you said that Jesus said, it's what comes out of your mouth that makes you. But it what goes into your mouth that you're allowing to break you. What are you eating that is destroying your habit of positive speaking? If you're taking in all of the crime of the world, you'll begin to regurgitate something's bad gonna happen to me. If all you see around you is the financial doubt, this is all that you eat, all that you take in, at some point in time, your finances will start to look like everything that you're taking in around you. You have to be cautious and careful about people casting over you the image of perfection in dysfunction, that you begin to regurgitate that in the imagery of your own life. I know that this is, I think, a problem that a lot of people struggle with. But it's not a thing I struggle with. You see that you have to change it. You have to change the story over your life. I know that there's so many people getting sick from it. I wish them well, but I know I'm not affected by it. I know that we won't see a drought. I know that we won't see bad days. I know that this won't end like others have. I know that we'll come to an old age. I know that grace and favor shines over us, and this. You have to be careful about what you even agree to in passing. If it's in form of a sign, God, I just rebuke that. It's not, I don't know why they will put something like that on a billboard. I just rebuke it. If it comes in the form of a post, things that you laugh at, you acknowledge, stuff that you agree to, you sign with, and those things become the waging contract because somebody said it out of their mouth and you're agreeing with it with your heart. He says, this is what I need you to do. Stop speaking it, eat whatever you want to, wash your hands. I need you to watch your hands because your hands will move you to a place where your faith in your feet has not graced you to be. That one girl, can you put the ones that he like, Jessie or Demi? Oh, he think he's so, oh, he's so cool. I mean, however it is said, but it's uplifting.
Yeah.
And then in casting doubt on us, it's like, how can you uplift them and then like pull yourself down? Right. But I think it's something that's habit for humans. We always want to see somebody else in a better light and see us in the lesser. Mm-hmm. And the Bible says that you have to be careful on what you say, but it's not what you speak that corrupts you. Mm-hmm. It's what's in the heart of you that corrupts you. So my appeal, commission, my employment for today is examining your heart. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be in a place where you can only speak bad over everything that's connected to you, and end up having a heart attack that's going to kill you. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's hard when you can only speak bad because your heart hurts, but you haven't dealt with it. We're talking about heart issues that are hard for you to talk about. So instead of talking about it, you just down you in it. Mm-hmm. You make fun of you. Mm-hmm. You belittle you. We uplift everybody else, but I'm killing myself with the heart attack I'm speaking out of my mouth, which comes from a hurt place. It's a hard place because it's a untouchable place because I never take the time to examine my heart. It says, don't worry about what the other disciples are doing. Don't worry about what everybody else got going on around them. So instead of washing your hands, instead of trying to tame your tongue, at the core of it, fix your heart. Let's heart it differently so you can hear it differently when they speak to you differently.